Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Sorry about the delay on the 6P version of updating to the April security update, but it turns out that the May security update that was supposed to be released today isn't out for the Nexus 6P just yet. So I'll just be covering April security update, and you'll probably be able to use it for the May security update as well when it comes out. So right now my phone is on the March security update 8.1, just rooted using Magisk and has TWRP installed. Now, as usual, we'll get started by downloading a few things. First up is the SDK platform tools. Now this is just Fastboot and ADB, and these programs are used to communicate between your device and computer. Very handy. So just download the one that's right for your operating system, read and agree to the above terms and conditions, and click on the blue download button. Now just save everything into one folder just to keep it all organized. Next up, you'll want to download the latest factory image for the 6P. On the right hand side, you can click on the contents page and then select Angular from there, and scroll down to the bottom and you'll see April here. So just click on the blue download link and save that as well. Next up is that you want to make sure that you have the latest version of TWRP. So there's always no harm in having a look at the download page for TWRP, and you'll see that 3.2.1 is the latest. So if you don't have that, you can download that. And last but not least, you want to download the latest version of Magisk, either the stable branch or the beta branch. Now once you have everything downloaded, you should have something like this. You got your 4 files here: our platform tools, the latest version of Magisk, the latest version of TWRP, and our latest factory image that we're going to flash. Now one thing before we start is that you must remove all substratum overlays, or disable them at least, on your device before updating. This is more of a precaution per se, just in case one of the overlays causes some issues and puts your phone in a boot loop. So we want to kind of minimize any chance of that happening. So once you've done that, all you have to do now is extract the platform tools. So to do this, just open up the platform tools zip, open up the platform tools folder, and extract the following files. So we might need the ADB.exe and the 2 ADB DLLs, fastboot.exe, the libwinpthread1-DLL, the make2f2fs.exe, the make2fs.conf, and the mke2fs.exe. Extract those 8 files outside to your Android folder, and then we can close the platform tools zip. And then you want to open up the factory image zip file, open up the folder inside, extract the bootloader and radio images outside to our Android folder, and then what you want to do is open the image zip file inside our factory image. Okay, and we're going to extract these 3 files, the boot, system, and vendor images. Okay, now that's done, we can close the factory image and the image zip file. What we want to do is copy the latest version of Magisk to our device. You can do that using ADB or MTP, but I already have it on my device, so just copy the files that you need. And we're now going to reboot our phone into the bootloader. So let's hop over back to our phone here. What we want to do in this case is find our USB Type-C cable, which I have lying around here, and then what you want to do is plug it in to your phone, and then from here you want to hold the power button and press restart. As soon as the screen turns black, you want to hold the volume down button, and that will boot our phone into the bootloader. Just give it a couple of seconds here, and once we're in the bootloader, what we can do now here is to go back to our computer, where we're going to type in a few commands to get started. So if you don't know how to open up a command prompt window and to execute the programs that we need, so Fastboot for example, there are different ways of doing it on Windows, depending on whether you're using the command prompt or the PowerShell window. And now a lot of these things you can just hold Shift and right click on an empty space, which I'll show you in just a second. And this is the way you'll be running the Fastboot executables. So keep in mind that. And of course, if you're a Mac or Linux using the terminal, this is how you should use your commands with the ./, and PowerShell has the ./, and then the executable name. I'll be using the command prompt in this video, so I'll be using the commands like that. So once again, on Windows, you can hold Shift and right click, and then click on Open Command Window here, or Open PowerShell Window here, depending on which version of Windows you're on. And if you're on Linux or Mac OS, you might need to change directories unless your desktop environment allows you to open up a terminal window in the same directory somehow. with our device plugged in, we're going to type in Fastboot devices, and this should return the serial number of our device that is connected, and that is correct. So what we're going to do is flash the updated bootloader. We'll type in Fastboot flash bootloader, leave a space after bootloader, and drag in our bootloader image. Hit enter. Once that's done, you want to reboot your phone back into the bootloader. So to do that, we can go to our device and navigate using the volume buttons until it says reboot bootloader, and press the power button to reboot our phone back into the bootloader. Once you've done that and you've verified that the bootloader has been updated, we can now go ahead and type in Fastboot flash radio, leave a space after the word radio, and drag in our radio image. This is now going to update the radio on our phone. Once that's done, we're going to reboot our phone back into the bootloader once more, this time using the Fastboot command. We'll type in Fastboot reboot bootloader, dash bootloader, like so, and wait for our phone to show back up on the screen. There we are. Now we're going to start flashing the images. So we're going to type in Fastboot flash boot, leave a space after boot, and drag in the boot image. Hit enter. And then we're going to flash the system image. So type in Fastboot flash system, leave a space after system, and drag in the system image, and hit enter. This may take a while since it's approximately 1.86 gigabytes. The system files are getting larger and larger, so maybe this will take roughly a minute, and this should flash the system image to your phone. Okay, we're done flashing the system image. Next up, we're going to flash the vendor image. So we're going to type in Fastboot flash vendor, and you guessed it, we're going to drag in our vendor image and hit enter. Alrighty, so once that's done, we're also going to flash the TWRP image that we downloaded earlier. Now this is not exactly necessary as long as you already have the latest version of TWRP flashed prior, but in case you're not sure or you just feel like flashing something again, you can just go ahead and flash TWRP to the recovery, quite similar to how we did it when we first rooted our devices. So Fastboot flash recovery, and drag over our TWRP image, and hit that enter button. Once that's done, we can go ahead and reboot our phone into the recovery, and to do that, we're going to need to go back to our lovely device, use the volume buttons again, select recovery mode, and then press the power button like so. Our device should promptly boot into the custom recovery TWRP, where we will reroute our phone using Magisk. Okay, I'm going to tap on install, locate our version of Magisk here. So I have a little bit of an older version, but that doesn't matter. Just flash the Magisk zip file that you copied over earlier, and you'll be gold. Alrighty, now that's done, you can tap on reboot system, just like so, and our device will reboot back into Android, updated to the March or May security update. Okay, there we are. It's completing a system update, which is good news. And that's fine. Let's just quickly go over to the settings here and check that our device has been updated. And it has. So this might actually be the May security update. They haven't pushed out the factory images yet. I guess we can have a look at our build numbers now. 1st of April, security update, and let's have a look at Magisk Manager. It'll probably tell me to update Magisk, but that's fine as long as we're rooted here. No thanks. And we can update Magisk as well. Let's see if we pass safety net. Although again, one day it may not pass safety net, but still Magisk is a great utility and package overall. So there we are, we're rooted on 8.1, the April security update. I'm sure it'll be the same thing for the May security update, but that's about it. So thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for some more videos regarding Android P, which I hopefully plan to release on the weekend if I get time to do it, and also some ROM flashing stuff on the Pixel 2. But anyways, if you have any other questions or even suggestions that you'd like to make, feel free to leave it down in the YouTube comments below. But if you'd like some better help, and I say this because it's just easier to message that way, please join my Discord channel. and we can chat it out there, and may be able to offer you some assistance if needed. And as always, happy flashing.